Mirror. Huh. What is it about that mirror? Just in case, take a picture of it, see if anything shows up.
You never know.
Yeah? Oh. Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Oh.
So I get a lot of pain in my lower extremities in here. A lot of pain right in here. A lot of pain, a lot of pain. Pressure.
I got blurry fluid anomalies. Oh, boy, my back hurts. Should have brought my cane.
Anybody around John?
Probably.
Anybody in here? There's the letter B comes to mind, and male, and kind of heavy set.
What the hell was that? That was from the last time.
About 60, 62 years old. So I don't know if the B is for the last name or for the first name yet, but there's a letter B that I'm seeing. Somebody, yeah, it's so much tingling. I'm getting a lot of tingling.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah. So, for the footage purposes, we are out in Citrus Heights and investigating a home. Wonderful family just moved in recently, bought the home, and nobody seems to be quite comfortable yet. And there's a lot of issues. So, I'm already picking up some stuff. There is a man that seems to feel a sense of entitlement and possessiveness in the space, and he seems to be just very more confused than anything. I don't even necessarily think that he's not dark per se, but just very confused. Very confused. He seems very not good with sharing his space. Not good with sharing space. So, a lot of screaming. I hear a lot of screaming. I hear a profound amount of screaming.
My children scream in here a lot.
Oh, okay. But it sounds almost terrified though. Like
Bloody murder.
Like terrified screams, like absolute horrible, like, oh my God, are they bleeding to death type of screams. Does that sound kind of? I mean, did they just go like wail? I mean, do they get real loud? Because I
sometimes, I mean,
and sometimes it's just standard.
In the middle of the night, I mean, it takes me a while to wake up, so they'll be screaming for a while. I mean, when my oldest gets in trouble, I bring her, I make her go to her room, and she's, mad, so she's screaming.
Toddlers.
Yes, toddlers.
Explains everything.
Typical young children type of scream.
Dramatic.
But I mean, like I said, they've never really slept well, but they don't sleep well.
It's even worse.
It's even worse. And my oldest doesn't. She's like, I don't like my room. I don't. I want to sleep in your room. I want to go back to the old house. But she was so excited when we first, showed her the house without anything in it. Like, hey, this is gonna be your room. Isn't this so cool? And she's like, yeah. But then, now that we've been in, she's like, I don't like my room.
So it's not just the typical anxiety over a new home type of thing.
Yeah, because she wasn't really even upset that we moved. We were like, we're going to get a new house, and she just, I guess once we were here and settled in her, it wasn't, okay, we're sleeping in our room because your room isn't set up yet. It was like, once it was set up, I don't want to sleep in my room. I don't like my room. And it's not like that every night, but for a while there, it was, I don't want to sleep, I don't like my room, and my youngest, she was a better sleeper than my oldest, but she hasn't been a very good sleeper.
She sees
and them. She wakes up in the middle of the night around 3, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Like every single.
That would be the typical time when spirits really peak. 3 a.m. is a peak hour for spiritual activity.
Is it weird that I have goosebumps?
No, that's
No.
actually because you're a little bit intuitive. You've got that little sense thing going on, so you have that natural ability. So no, it's 3 a.m. is typical, and I feel like she can see them. Hi, kitty. Do you see them too? Come here and help me.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's in town, and usually she really snuggles up to my mother-in-law.
Mhm.
Like, she's always next to her.
Yeah.
And she hasn't really been like that this time.
Really?
Yeah.
What's wrong, kitty?
What do you see? What do you see in the house?
Purr, purr.
Do you see them?
I love that butterfly on her head.
Cats are very intuitive, so they're
Yes, they are.
they're very helpful. And
Meow, meow.
I agree. Yeah, see, you know where it's at.
Tell me more. Explain.
So where's the guy?
Where is he?
Show me where the guy is.
Where is he?
Go on. Wow. Like I almost sit right. He's in here.
Is that right, kitty?
What is his problem?
I know.
What's his problem? I don't know.
Kitty knows.
But jeez, yeah, he seems like a type that didn't have
I know.
kids at all. Like, but he seems confused more than anything. He seems confused. He's trying to get attention. I get the impression that this gentleman wants help, wants attention, and he's trying because you're sensitive, but you're kind of blocked off a little bit. The kids aren't. They're sensitive, but not blocked. And so somebody's going to listen. Come hell or high water, somebody's going to listen to this guy. He wants to be heard. I don't think he died in the house, but I think he has an attachment to the house. And I don't know, like the word Bartholomew comes to mind, but I don't think that's his name, but I don't know what the reference is.
That's really weird. Bartholomew is my Aunt Layla's married name, last name.
Oh.
I can't think of anyone.
Does she stay here?
No.
Well, that's odd.
That is weird.
Don't ever say that my readings are normal. They're all hodgepodgey. So.
That you gave me, that's really
What
young
is
for, like,
it?
who could have passed with that last name.
What is it, kitty?
I mean, it could be two separate things, too.
Yeah.
I could be picking up on two different things and mishmashing them in a pile of fruit salad right now of all sorts of different things. And that's why I like to sort of work it out and work each thing separately, because I also see the name Carl. So I'm definitely trying to, like, layer everything and figure everybody out, because there's more than meets the eye going on here. And I'm getting a searing pain in my lower back.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that? Yeah.
What is it, kitty?
Are they touching me in the back? Can you help me? Do something.
Help, kitty, help.
Yeah.
Who's the nicest kitty?
There is an older gentleman that was affiliated with this home. He won't tell me quite who he is, but he's very lost and confused, and he is desperately trying to get attention. I want to go back to the master suite because I hold the female energy in there. Oh yeah, this is much daintier. This is a very, the pinkies are up, and it is a very dainty, very, very feminine energy, very flowy energy. Dinner parties and the best of the best, her desire to have beauty and perfection and having things laid out and like the silverware and the table and the long table and everything and the different cups and the napkins all done, and it's this woman, I don't know who she is yet, but she is an absolute woman about town. I mean, very, very classy personality, very classy energy, and I don't know if she No, she didn't have any work done, but like she took such good care of her skin that she looks like she would have had work done. Like she's so good with her regimen. The jewelry is laid out just so, and the clothes are pressed. I mean, it's wow. I don't know if she's associated with that gentleman or with you, but one of the. I mean, she is so. Do you see her? Can you have her give me her name? That'd be helpful.
Kitty, tell us what's going on.
She's like, I just let you pet.
Yeah, I was just gonna.
Mostly yes.
I'll pet you. Sort of a name with a letter E. I get with the letter E, and she's very, very classy, extremely classy. Like she's making a reference to Estelle Getty, so I don't know if I'm just but obviously but she's much more beautiful and there's no wrinkles or anything like that. But she's making reference to Estelle Getty. So I don't know. Now I'm wandering into the Golden Girls. I don't know what that is about, but very strong personality and very heavy in this room. So maybe she'll be willing to talk on some of our equipments. Get SB11 out maybe or something, or maybe some EVP. Complete electricity. Like I get a lot of tingly, tons and tons of electricity. Check with some of my Mel-Meter and stuff. I don't know if this is like regular electromagnetic energy or if this is like an opening, because it feels like palpably tingly. I don't know if you guys ever feel any weird kind of chills or vibes, when you're in here doing anything, but it feels very tingly. I know it's kind of an odd, hard to quantify, statement. Much of what I will do is very bizarre. The whole evening will be like, I feel this, I feel that, I see this, I see that, and it really is sort of a hodgepodge. A lot of what I sense is just a hodgepodge.
Plugging that other battery into the wall.
Oh, okay. It feels weird, like I'm standing in the middle of something.
That feels a little tingly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I can feel from just a little static, yeah.
Staticky, yeah. It feels
staticky.
Yeah. Well, it's worse right here. It's like you stand in here and all of a sudden you're
the fan.
But it wouldn't cause me static. No, electric.
My hairs on my fingers are standing up.
This is what I'm saying. I feel staticky.
It's weird.
I feel electrically charged in here, so
Look at that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's making your hair stand up.
What?
That's crazy. Not so much on my arms, just on the hand.
Just your fingers.
It's really weird.
What is it, Kitty?
Oh, it smells good in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is a friendly one.
It smells like fresh, clean clothes.
You friendly daughters?
The guy's talking some more, but I don't.
It seems like they stay in the two opposite ends of the house. Huh?
No, that's
That's the morning room, and then
the lady comes back and I get her poised and monitoring, standing and monitoring, like watching what is going on. Like she even gets this sort of poised position.
There you go.
They're pearls. They're pearls. They're pearls. Like she's waiting for guests. She's waiting for guests. Oh, that is cool.
Nice man cave.
Well, you would stand to reason if the guy would like to come out here, but it doesn't seem to be.
Uh-uh.
No.
I don't really feel anything out here, really.
Yeah, it's really quiet out here. Almost like an aneurysm. It feels like a brain aneurysm sort of sensation, like just pop in the back of the head. So I don't know if it's an aneurysm or a stroke or. It hurts. 6.5? What the bleeping what? I asked, is anybody at 2.9? And then it goes down to 0.
You know when you said that, a word flew into the closet.
Sir, I know you're in here, and I'm just here to help you if you need to have help move on. Just show that you're here.
That's my cell phone.
Oh, hey, hello. Okay, let me just clip that and check that.
Airplane mode real quick.
Did you get an orbage in the closet?
Hello? What the heck?
Yeah, that's still hitting.
And it's at 1.3.7. I got REM hits and Mel hits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my phone's on airplane mode.
So your kids aren't nuts. There is something going on in here that is not normal. That was not a light.
Flash.
That was not a light anomaly. That was an orb. That right there.
Oh, yeah. Man, this thing just, if this thing had 6 lights on it, it would have hit 6.
Really?
The K2
Ooh,
spiking.
totally blurry.
You're in this corner,
I'm
aren't you?
getting a lot of blurring on that closet.
You're right here in this corner. Is that why I'm getting hits?
We're not here to hurt you. We're just here to help you out.
There's the left.
You seem to be a little confused.
It's moving around.
Just play the temperature alarm on that. Are you here? What?
What?
All right. Can you make that stop? If that's you, can you make it stop?
It could be the signal from the baby monitor, though. It could be a signal path.
It shouldn't be spiking like that.
Stop. Please?
That's just fine.
I'm gonna.
That's weird.
All right. You want to prove that you're here? Do that again.
Wait, what's hitting?
However, my second SLR battery's dead now.
What?
The second one's dead.
Well, isn't that mysterious?
They were both full when we got
You
here.
know, you're taking all this energy. It would be lovely if you would chat with us, because we want to know if you need help crossing over. If that's what you need, we're here to provide that for you.
I got the
Because
other one plugged in, but
this family is going to live here now, and they have children that want to sleep in peace. Can we work that out? He's so confused. He's so confused.
Yeah, we'll have to.
What do you mean there are kids here? It's like he's so confused.
like it's his space.
Yeah, it's really weird.
We run into that.
He may have died really suddenly and still.
Keep thinking about like a clot or some kind. Huh?
What the hell was that?
No.
Jesus Christ, look at this.
Oh!
Whoa, what
Did
the
you-
heck?
That may have been the flash.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't.
what the flash?
Hold on.
Let's see
Hold.
what we got.
He doesn't even know kids are here.
He's
He doesn't even know where he
He's
is.
so wrapped up
Yeah.
in himself. He's in his death state.
He's confused. Oh, my ear's ringing. Oh!
Yeah, my ears started to ring all of a sudden, too. Go in
Wow.
that back corner over there.
Wow, that's loud.
Did you just poke your head in the back corner?
Yeah, that's when it started ringing.
Yeah. That's where I got ringing, too.
Oh. Are you in here? Are you stuck? Oh, it's ringing so loud. Didn't expect to die. Didn't expect to die, he says. I don't. Are you sure I'm dead? I'm sure.
He said that to you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, sir. I'm pretty.
Well, we're pretty darn sure on that one.
But here's the good news: being dead is not necessarily that
Bad thing.
bad. It's not the end. You have a beautiful place you can go, and people that are waiting for you. Hanging out here is kind of not helping you. It's just you're delaying. You're delaying your freedom. Saw something up there. That went by. Are you willing to maybe talk to us with some of our other devices? Can you make a noise? Of any kind? Maybe touch this meter here? So much pain. Emotional and physical. Well, we're not going to let you stay in this state. Don't worry. We're going to take care of this for you. and allow the family to enjoy their new home and allow you to move on.
Yeah, he can't be hanging
You're
out
really
anymore.
blurry right now.
Blurry. It's okay. You don't have to stay here.
Did you feel something? Any chance you felt something on your left shoulder a little bit earlier? I mean, like 30 seconds ago.
I felt something completely wrapped around the entirety
I
of
don't think
me.
I got it, but I saw an orb on your left shoulder and it was small.
Staying in a closet is not a...
That's not
That's
cool.
not the beyond, you know?
Yeah.
Does any of it validate experiences you guys have had, or...
As far as like the physical feelings, I don't really feel any of that except for when you first went in there and said that you felt tingly. I was standing next to the fish tank, but I kind of felt a little tingle like in my arm,
Okay.
like in a couple spots, and then when I came through here, I felt it again on my left side.
Okay.
Which I've never felt that before. So, but so as far as feeling, like physical feelings, I don't think there's really anything
You guys haven't
that
felt
we
too
haven't
much. Well,
felt
that's
anything
good.
physical.
good.
Mostly it's just like little things, like things moving, and not a lot. Not like the KitchenAid was moved to another spot,
Right.
but just like little things. My husband saw the kitchen chair, that one over there, just kind of move like that, just slightly.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then there was a bag hanging on the key hook over there that couldn't have fallen off on its own. And my husband was watching TV and he heard like something fall, and so he came in the kitchen and the bag that was hanging on that hook that couldn't have fallen itself was on the floor.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah,
Trying to
so
get
when-
attention.
So
Yeah.
when he told me that, I was like, yeah, right. Like, there's nothing in here. You are so full of it. But then there was one night that, one early morning that my daughter woke me up. She fell back asleep, but I couldn't go back to sleep, so I went in the front room and was like, well, I'm just going to clean up. And the coffee table had moved. Like, it was, like, crooked. And I don't remember my daughter moving that, and so I didn't really think anything of it. I just moved it and finished cleaning up, and then I was thinking about it, I'm like, if she moved it, the spots in the floor, like the indents, would have at least slightly gone away.
Yeah.
And they looked pretty fresh, like it had just been moved. And I just got a tingle on my leg.
Yeah.
And so then I told my husband, I'm like, okay, I believe you. I think there's something in here.
Yeah.
And especially with the girls.
They
They've never
haven't
been good sleepers, but I mean,
They're having a lot
they're
harder time
they're.
now. I can see why that room is off
I mean,
the hook.
my older daughter ends up usually around like 3 or 4. And my youngest gets in bed with us. And my oldest, she's getting better about staying in there, but she does end up in the floor on our room. On the floor in our room. What our nighttime routine is, like going in there, a kiss, a hug, sweet dreams, I love you, good night. The light being, she needs the bathroom light on. She's always had some kind of a night light, but I mean, all sorts of lights need to be on.
She's probably sensing and seeing things, and maybe she's not even articulating exactly to you the full breadth of what she's experiencing.
Yeah, well, because like last night, we had family in town, so they used the bathroom and turned the light off. Well, she freaked out, like, the light's off, the light's off! And so, we had to restart our whole, like, hug and kiss and get the lights on, sweet dreams. And the whole routine had to start over because the light was turned off. And then the cat has been acting weird. I mean, she doesn't scratch our furniture. We have scratches on our couch, like as if she got scared and like ran
she
off.
bolted?
Like she bolted, and so there's scratches. Not intentional scratches, like she's scratching up furniture, because she doesn't.
But
She
just
never-
a full
she never
startle.
has, but yeah, like
She was
someone
startled.
scared the crap out of her. And
dear.
there's so
It's so hard to get pictures.
so there's
of.
scratches.
My ears are ringing again.
I feel like all cats kind of will randomly just like run, across the room, but I feel like she does that kind of a lot.
Well, and cats are very sensitive. It's something that
Very psychic.
that people have kind of gotten to know over the years. That they just know things, they see things, they feel things, they just sense. They're more in tune.
Cats especially.
Yeah, and intuitive about stuff, and so are children. So the fact that the cat and the kids are having the majority of the issues doesn't surprise me. It makes a whole lot of sense for your situation.
Let's get that.
And it seems to me that something and someone is trying to get attention or help.
Yeah.
And maybe, that's all these little things are adding up to you finally had to call somebody who would come in and do whatever these spirits need to just move along and just to be happier, to live in harmony, and to live in peace. They just need to learn either to transition, and or if they've already transitioned, they just want to hang out here because they love the space, fine. But do so in a polite way, in a respectful way to your guys' space. I want to kind of bridge the gap that they're not being, told that they're bad and evil and they have to, oh my gosh, you have to go away. But you
Relocated.
Yeah, transition to your greater good, to your heavenly place. Go to where you really need to go. Then, if this house has value for you, then come back. But don't pester the children. Don't pester the animals. And can anybody look at my neck? Because I felt a pinch on mine. The woman energy, I feel, I don't know what her deal is, but figure her out. I don't think she's really a problem. I think it's mostly he is desperate for attention and desperate for help. But I do want to communicate with some of the energy here just to make sure, is there anybody else here that's hiding we don't know about? Are they in fact trapped and earthbound? Do they need help crossing over? All that kind of stuff.